The following segment is sponsored by Drummond Company.
And welcome back to Talk of Alabama. This week is Teacher Appreciation Week. Did you guys know that? Crystal Drummond from the Drummond Company is here this morning to tell us their winner for April's Teacher of the Month. So welcome to both of you. And Crystal, I'm going to let you introduce our special guest.
Thank you. Today we have with us Jason Mayfield. Mr. Mayfield is Drummond Care's Teacher of the Month.
Okay, and what does that mean to be Teacher of the Month?
So we had dozens and dozens of nominations coming in every week, and we score them with a committee and go over them. And Mr. Mayfield had the top score and is the best teacher.
Mr. Mayfield, tell us about yourself, and congratulations to you as well.
Thank you very much. My name is Jason Mayfield. I've taught at Columbiana since 2003. I teach gifted ed. Have a degree in journalism, but started substitute teaching long ago. I think most people are scared about substitute teaching, but I found I enjoyed it and went on to pursue a master's in education.
Okay, so you're undergrads in journalism from Alabama, and then you went on to teach this. So $500 is what you get from the Drummond Company. How will you use that in your classroom?
It's going to make a huge difference. We had a group of students through a club, FCCLA, qualify for nationals, which is out in Anaheim, California this year, and that's $2,000 a piece for those students. And the area I teach in, that's a huge cost for those kids. So I'm using part of that I'm using that $500 to cover registration costs for some of those students, so that their overall cost is a little less.
A little less. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes, it was definitely a blessing to get it at the time that we got it, because those kids need all the help that they could get.
And tell me a little bit more. You said gifted education. What exactly is that? Tell me about what your kind of responsibilities are.
Sure. The state and the county identified children starting in third grade on a series of different things, and the kids that qualify for gifted, typically at most places in the county and in the state, like they stop servicing in middle school, but in Shelby County we continue to help them. So I teach about 30 or 40 students per grade, so I have 2 classes of each. So I have those kids all 3 years, and they come to me for English class, but they've all been identified as gifted learners. So I try to involve creativity, higher order thinking skills in my classroom to bring that giftedness out.
What would you like our viewers at home to know about Columbiana Middle School?
Well, it's a very special place to me. My grandmother had to drop out in 9th grade because she couldn't afford her textbooks. My grandfather had a 4th grade education, and they both lived pretty much their whole lives there. And so to me, getting to contribute to that small town, it's one of the areas that really hasn't taken off or grown in the area. So being able to contribute to that helps me remember them. Being also kind of, as long as I've been there now, the teacher that the kids that have graduated, the kids that go on to walk at college, that like I'm kind of a touchstone for them, that I'm one that hasn't left, and that they have a face and a name that they can remember. That's all that's really important to me.
Okay, in closing, you're also an avid runner. You volunteer with the church, so you're busy outside the classroom.
Yes, I've been able to run the Boston Marathon 4 times. I ran the New York City Marathon last fall.
Wow.
So that involves a lot of work and training. I volunteer at my church. I've taught elementary school since about 2003, which is fun because I'm a horrible elementary school teacher. Like, I may be a good middle, but like elementary, it's a challenge to try to like work with those kids, yes, and to get to see them, like when they come to me in 6th grade, to kind of think, okay, I know through church what these kids are like in 4th grade and 3rd grade, and so it's kind of a neat connection.
Okay, so Crystal, obviously this was a big decision because you have so many applicants, but we understand why he won.
He's wonderful. And when we were in the school, the children had the same things to say.
Yes. Okay, so people want to learn more about Drummond Cares and what you guys are doing to support our local community as well as our local teachers. How do they do so?
They can go to Drummond Company's website at www.drummondco.com and go to the Drummond Cares icon there, or also through ABC's website.
Okay, so April's winner. It's a good month for you, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
There's the information on your screen. Don't go anywhere at home. We're checking back in the Mazer Kitchen next. Keep it right here on ABC 3340.